Hey there, Soulshine. My name is Michelle, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. I just had a thought in my head, I wonder if I have some changes to make in how I begin my address, some changes for my channel and stuff. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. So, I haven't been here for a few days. So sorry. I've been kind of in a funk, been a little frustrated with manifesting, been a little frustrated with myself and a thought process, I guess you could say. So, this week, a couple of different things happened. One of them is that I got caught up in the either or idea. So I have my retreat happening on October 13th. It was supposed to be an overnight retreat from the 12th to the 13th. I was stressing because I had no clue where to do it. Venue was super stressfulness. But at least finding a day venue is a lot less stressful than finding an overnight venue. So I was feeling pretty frustrated because I'm like, this is crazy. There's so many thoughts. There were thoughts about my qualifications. There were thoughts about my following and how small it is at this point, growing, of course. There were all these different thoughts, and I was in this place where I was like, okay, well, I guess what I've got to decide is, do I quit altogether, or do I go through with it anyway and just push through and hope that all works out? So I was in this very either or, black or white. There is only two solutions thinking. Luckily, I had the thought. I was actually at an event and I had the thought come to me. Oh, must be 9:15. Hold on. Forgot about my alarm. It's to remind me to say some of my declarations. So hopefully I remember to say them when I get off of here. Okay, so as I was sitting in this event, the thought came to me, I could change it. I could change it from an overnight thing to a day thing. That had never crossed my mind. It was so either or for me. It was either quit or push through and do it anyway. And here came this other possibility, this other idea that once again, I got caught up in this thing. What happens is we go through life and we go through and we see it's either this way or this way. But that's like, we're looking at just these little two possibilities. And there are countless possibilities. So there's questions you can ask yourself if you don't get these little promptings like I had. You can ask yourself questions like, how can I, or what's another way, or what would it take? So what would it take to make this event a success? Actually, I don't know her name. I'm not sure why. I knew that was going to happen. I was like, I should have just silenced it like I had the thought to. So I had been struggling with something a few months back, and somebody suggested a healing method. It's called Court of Atonement. There's a book somewhere out there on it. Basically, the idea is that you take your soul and the soul of other people involved, and you put it in this kind of a court where everybody's sides are heard by the souls. All the souls are sharing their sides of the story, and the whole idea is to where everybody involved becomes at one and at peace with everything going on. And I've tried it a few times. The results have been incredibly interesting to observe for the different things that have been happening. Well, I actually decided to send my event to this court because I was like, this is just isn't working. I'm feeling totally stuck. I don't even want to do anything about it. I didn't want to make the decisions. I was feeling totally stuck. So I actually took and sent my event with me and my presenters and the guests that are meant to be there and all that kind of stuff. So I sent them all to this court. And within a couple days, this was when this solution came to change things. It was really interesting. A similar thing happened because I took my writing retreat to the court as well. I sent it to court because it was like, what do I need to do here and how do I need to resolve this? So I put my writing retreat in court and had a dream, and I just woke up from the dream absolutely knowing what I needed to do for my event. So I was able to make that change. And that was, for that one, it was to lower the event. That event needs to have youth coming to it, including my daughter. So, because, we have all these incredible writers, and I can't even imagine what I could have produced in my life if I would have had the tools when I was a teenager. Because I was already writing, but to be able to write from a soul space as a teenager would have been incredible. My whole life would have been completely different with that one tool. And so I want to give that tool to young people. And so that's just like, I've done that with a few other things. So those are some of the things going on. Is just remember, there are more than one, or there are more than two solutions. Almost always there are more than two solutions, but we get so caught up in what we can see. We can see this way and this way, and we've got our blinders on. We can't see anything else, and so we need to ask questions, and we need to remember so that we can remove the blinders and see other possibilities. And sometimes one of the reasons I love What's Another Way and the other question, what does it take? Those are my favorite questions, because what does it take sometimes means that somebody else is going to come in and have the solution. Maybe it's time for somebody else to step up, but they haven't been able to step up because you've been so focused on this solution has to be this way. And so you were like, your energy was like blocking it. So it could only be this way. But the solution was actually over here with this person. And so when you ask, what does it take? You go like this and allows all of the solutions to come in. It's pretty rad. It's pretty cool. So hello to whoever is watching live. I'm glad you're here. So that was one thing. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about today. The other thing I want to talk about is my little hang up with manifesting. See, there's a lot of different tools out there, and they're all pretty fabulous. And I know some really work for me and some don't work as well for me. And I understand why. I know that we all have different manifesting styles we lead with. And when you can work with your leading manifest style, then you're going to have miraculous results. And so for some people, that's vision boards. And for some people, that's things like the Ideal Life Vision by Ann Webb. For some people, that's manifestos. For some people, just affirmations and declarations. For some people, it's visualizing. And for all people, you bring in the feeling, but for some people, that feeling factor is going to be really huge. So there's all these different things. There's belief work. And not everybody actually needs belief work, which was really interesting to learn. So there's all these different things going on because we're all unique beings. And so I was given a manifesting tool. And every time I have used it, it has been incredible, including just today. I used it today. I had an idea of what I wanted the housework to be like. I wanted all the rooms to actually get cleaned this weekend because it hasn't always been the case. And so I actually put it in this manifesting technique. And it didn't all happen in the morning, but everybody ended up doing their chores. And everything that was supposed to be done got done. And I was just like, I'm just wowed. I'm just like, this really is cool. It really works. And every time I do this, I get results. And so I know it works for me. Does it work for everybody? I don't know. I've only taught a handful of people. And I only know that I know for sure one person is using it, and she gets amazing results too. She has amazing miracles happening in her day when she's making sure her energies are doing what it's supposed to do. And so here I am this week asking myself the question, why if I know it works, have I not been doing it? There's so many of us that we have tools. We have amazing tools. We have tools for healing. We have tools for manifesting. We have tools to get our lives in order. We have tools for productivity. Whatever it is, we have tons of tools, and we know they work because when we use them, that we get results. And then we don't use them. Why? And I think that's an important question to ask. So it's going to have different answers depending on who you are and what it is going on. What is it really about? So I was asking the question, why am I not using these tools? I know they work. Why am I not using the manifesting tools? And then I was reading through scriptures. Sorry, I'm shaking everything. It's like an earthquake for you guys. I was reading through scriptures. I don't know where, and I don't know exactly what it was and everything like that, but there was a verse that said, seek not the riches of the world and the riches and vain things of the world. So don't look for riches and don't look for vain things. We have another scripture that says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. So I was like, okay, that's part of my problem. And I know that it keeps coming up. Don't seek for riches. Don't seek for the vain things of the world. And everything that I'm manifesting, you're trying to manifest, I'm like, it all seems vain. I want to lose weight. Why? Well, I have a lot of reasons why, but one of them is because of vanity. Like, I want to look a certain way. And so just that hang up is going to prevent it from happening. Even if, there could be other things there too. Like I have, things that could take money, sending my kids on a trip. They're taking languages in school, and the French teacher at the junior high has arranged a trip where like I could go, my kids could go. It's an incredible experience, but it takes over $3,000 a person to go. And I have my 15-year-old that really wants to go because she's been studying. She's started her 4th year French. And the trip is to France and Germany. My 8th grader is in his 2nd year of German. And I was like, all of my kids would be old enough to benefit. And so that'd be really cool to send all 5 of them and myself on this trip. And so it would take money. And it's an amazing idea. It's an amazing experience, but it's still got this thing about riches involved. But the good news is that I'm aware that's what has been in my way. And so as I was pondering what do I do? How do I manifest the things that I want? I was guided to do the manifesting technique that I wanted. And instead of looking for the money or and I've known this concept. Other people talk about it. Stop focusing on, it's the same kind of thing. Don't look at the way. Don't look at the way. I may not need to be the one to manifest the money for my daughter and my son and me. Maybe somebody else will pay that way. I don't know. Maybe some weird scholarship will show up. I don't know. When I'm focused on, I need the money for this, I've done that same thing. I've blocked out all of these other solutions. When I can focus on the benefits of it, the experience of it, the feelings of it, if I can focus on the blessing it would be to my daughter's life, to have this experience, to use all of her French, and to have this opportunity, an opportunity of a lifetime to go on this trip, if I can manifest from that space, it's not about riches. It's not about vanity. It's about my love for my daughter. It's about the feelings and the benefits. And we hear this all the time. So why is it that we get lost in it? This is one of the most important key factors in manifesting. It's not about the thing. It's about the feeling. It's about creating that kind of feeling now. It's about focusing on the benefit of the experience and the wow factor, if you will. And for different people, it's different things. Earlier, this week on Facebook, a friend said that people are seeking freedom. They don't want money. They want freedom. There's certain things that come with money and they're seeking freedom. And I was like, well, I can kind of see that I'm seeking freedom, but it doesn't really feel right. And I realized that for me, what I'm seeking is peace. There's a peace of mind that comes when the bills are paid. There's a peace of mind that comes when the relationships aren't strained because of the financial situation. There's a peace of mind that comes knowing that I can give my children these opportunities to go on trips, that I can give them things that I didn't have and I really craved as a young person. So there's a peace of mind for me. So I think what's really important, the most important thing you can ever figure out when manifesting is, what is your motivating feeling? Are you somebody who seeks after freedom? And I know quite a few people do. That's like their driving thing. That's their goal of like how they live their life. They want to get to this place where they feel free. If they could tap into that feeling of freedom now, they'd have everything they desired. For me, it's all about peace and connection, peace and love. There's, like I always say, I'm looking for peace, love, and joy. When I can get into that place of just feeling the peace and receiving that peace, that's when things happen. That's when miracles happen in my life. There are people that are more strongly motivated by love. There are people that are strongly motivated by, and very strongly motivated by connection, and giving. And like giving my children that opportunity is pretty motivating for me. I'm trying to think of what some of the other motivators are. I don't even know if I still have the book. There's a book that I read. I don't think I have it anymore. That she talks about, in her book, she has 25 different body types. It's a body type thing. So like there's 25 different diets. I don't know that 25 is an accurate number, but in her experience, everybody she's worked with falls into one of these 25 things. Seems to me like there should be a few more. I know that blood types has gotten up to like 32 different blood types. And 32 seems like a number that makes sense with some of the other things that I understand. But with this body type thing, she also has that these people are here to experience certain things. And they have certain things in common, like these different types. Some of them are here to experience love. Some of them are here to experience unity. Some are here to experience belonging. Some are here to experience freedom. So there's just all these different motivators. So like, find your motivator. Find that part of you that's motivated to manifest, and then use that in whatever manifesting techniques you know and use. Use that motivation. So for me, that peace, that connection, that unity, a sense of belonging, those are all things that are really important to me. And they're far more powerful than seeking after the vain things of the world. They're far more powerful than seeking after richnesses, because it's not about having things. It's about the experiences. Those are just my thoughts. I was surprised when I realized they all kind of actually work together today, because I thought I was going to be talking about two things, but really I'm not. I'm talking about there's possibilities out there. It doesn't have to be you that answers you're manifesting. It doesn't have to come from you. It can come from you. There are people that they're like, they set their manifesting and then they start doing the goal setting stuff to achieve it. That is one way to do it. Other ways are just to use your manifesting techniques to experience what it is you want to experience and allow it to come from other places need be. So many people are like, I need money to fix my tires because like my tires I'll need replacing on my car. So I need money. Well, why don't you focus on manifesting the tires or manifesting the safety that comes from having your new tires? Because who knows, maybe if you're manifesting the safety that comes from your tires, somebody might give you tires, or you might receive the money, or you might receive this like part of the money and a huge discount so that you actually can pay for them like really, like with a lower amount. Or maybe you receive a new car that is safer. Who knows? Things to think about, things to ponder. One of the things that I am going to be manifesting and working on is having energy. I love and love and love my kids. But I'm getting a little frustrated with myself because I homeschool 3 of my children, and we've been doing amazing this year at homeschool. We finished 3 amazing, incredible weeks, which is like a record for us to do so well. But part of it is because I'm I have actually created a very good structure for us this year that we're living up to. Problem with it is it's in the morning when is some of the better time to get things done. And because I experience adrenal fatigue, by afternoon, I'm just like, I'm so dead. I'm not dead, but a part of me feels dead, I guess. But I'm done. I'm done with the day. I just want to sleep. And it's pretty frustrating. So one of the things I'm working on manifesting is having that energy in the afternoon, what it takes to have the energy so that I can still do my homeschool in the morning and then still come on and do my YouTube video and do the writing that I'm craving to do again. I'm like so badly want to sit down and just write again. So I'm craving writing. I'm craving doing my videos, but I've been so tired that fitting it in is just crazy. And then I have other things to do in the world of business and the world of taking care of my home, even in doing more stuff with my family outside of homeschool. So that's what I'm manifesting now. Isn't that exciting? Manifesting energy in the afternoon. Thanks for watching. It probably didn't have as much energy as sometimes it does, and that's okay because it's almost 10 o'clock at night. Like I said, I get tired in the afternoons, and I'm tired now, ready for bed. So have a great day. Remember to let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were created, and find your motivation for manifesting.